Peace to the family. Y'all can't hear anything? Can y'all hear me now? Let me see. Let me check my mic. Ooh. Yo, yo. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all with me. Y'all can't hear nothing? Okay. So, yeah, man. Shout out to y'all. Happy that y'all here with me today. We are about to get into it. Got an exciting show for y'all today. Hopefully I can get somebody to tap in with me a little later. So pen and paper. Hopefully you got your pen and paper. Hopefully if y'all can't hear nothing, I sure can hear something. Hopefully y'all got y'all pen and paper and y'all ready to get into this knowledge. What I'm going to do is do something different. I'm going to deal with the celestial energy and tie it into popular events because I personally see those events as particular rituals and things like that. Y'all know how I get down, how I see it. It's not like everybody sees it. So, of course, I love differences of opinion. That's why we're here. But I really want to give my opinion. So, real quick, family, some updates before we get into this information. We just coming off another show, me and my wife, altercreations.net for all spiritual products. www.hoodmystic.com to schedule a reading, to schedule a class, to purchase previous live classes, to stay updated. I also have the article. I'm back on that. Just creating more content. This week, I will be coming with more videos and just kind of leading up to this weekend. Me and Prime Harmonic are doing Chakra Nova for the sacral chakra. I've prepared the workbook. I've prepared the slideshow. I've been preparing for it all month, and I just can't wait to share it with you guys. If you guys are interested, it is the 22nd and 23rd, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, both dates. I really do appreciate Prime Harmonic for blessing us with the chakras, chakra activation, guided meditations. However, we will be doing this for the next 6 more months. So we have August and then September, we're dealing with the solar plexus, October, the heart, so forth and so on. So I'm so excited about that. And I'm also excited about some other things that I got in the works, but I'm not going to really say anything about it just quite yet. I'm still working out the details. What I would say, if you have a business and you're looking for an online presence and you have a budget and you want to begin to take this money that you have and use it wisely so you can get a return, please email me. But don't email me if you want like a handout or something of that nature. Email me if you have a budget and you're looking to like monetize and we can work something out. And this is going to help me in my larger projects. But on the introductory level, anybody who is searching for an online presence, they have something that they're selling, they have a good, they have a service, but they just want an online presence. Please hit me up. If anybody knows me, I know a lot about that kind of thing. I know a lot about advertising. And now it's not like spirit is not letting me just kind of go through life just sitting on knowledge. It's very important that I share it. So if this interests you and you have a budget, email me, hoodmystic@gmail.com. Other than that, that's all of my updates. I'm not going to hold y'all a long time with these updates. I'm going to go straight into the information, and hopefully you guys, if you are interested in the sacral nova, if you are interested in that, be sure to utilize the links in the description to get the root chakra. That's very important. So a lot of people like to skip steps. The reason why we're doing a chakra each month is because there's no skipping steps. There's no backtracking in this. If you want effective results and you want to learn yourself, you want to learn your energy, and you don't want to have it be in the form of abstract or esoteric, and you want to figure out a way to tap in, please, alchemicacademic.com. If you want to sign up for the sacred class, uh, it's hella discounts on columbianexchange.com. So, utilize it as a resource. If you are on columbianexchange.com, if you buy one or more product, I have the store set up that it automatically gives you discounts. So, utilize Columbian exchange with an X, no E.com. However, the links are in the description. You got to get the root chakra if y'all interested in the sacral chakra. And you got to take these classes if I'm going to be like blood raw honest with you, because I feel as though we're the only people that are very interested in you learning yourself. We don't want you to learn nothing outside of yourself, because this is the energy that we are receiving from our ancestors. And because of this, we are, impeccably blessed and operating at a new level. So today being the 16th, that's alchemicacademic.com to sign up for live classes, Columbian Exchange to get not old, but recorded classes, okay? But utilize the links in the description if you don't like spelling things out. Okay, it's so good to be back here. Previously, man, I have been just preparing for this upkick of energy. You might be into the news and into like popular culture and things of that nature, the election, and all of these particular medias that are perpetuating doom and gloom, whether you have COVID, whether you have Black Lives Matter. It's just back to back to back. And we've been dealing with this since 9/11, Hurricane Katrina, the stock market crash, all of these particular events that, present a collective trauma. Even 2020 has been just a year that there's just been so much collective trauma that when we reference positivity or alignment or spiritual things, people feel as though the things that we are saying aren't even true. Like we're just speaking in hot air. Now, there's a lot of people who are proponents of speaking in hot air. Y'all, I put out at least 600 videos on YouTube. I'm not out here speaking on specific spells and things of that nature that you can do. Rituals, of course, but rituals are just ways to program your subconscious mind. I didn't never get on here and, proclaim that, I have special powers. And if you spend this extra money, I can give you my special powers, or none of that kind of things. If people like vibe with my channel, they actually vibrate with my growth. And I think that anybody that you vibrate for real on a particular frequency that is spiritual, you vibrate with their growth. So what do you not really vibrate with? Perceived greatness, things that you are inherently born with, special powers and things of that nature. And the beginning has begun, right? So energies that were on top that slowly fall, that's already in works, because psychologically people are not what they say they are, meaning that they think that this spirituality is a fad and that they can do other things on the back end. So this new moon is for people who really are integrous and really are ready to flex their spiritual muscles. This new moon is not about mind control and boule things. This new moon is really about uncovering those sort of things. So we, as people who are not part of the secret society, people who are not a part of these particular ideological thought forms and hive minds, no pun intended. People who like to think for themselves, but also want to connect with people, this new moon is perfect for you. Now, new moons are what I call times for setting intentions. So, to be clear about setting intentions, we're talking about being really realistic about what can happen in the next 28 days. So, as an agriculturalist, a spiritual agriculturalist, if we plant a seed, it's not logical to say in 28 days I'll have a full grown plant. However, there are things that I can do that can promote the growth and the cultivation and the maintaining of that plant. So the seeds in the plant represent our ideas, our goals, and ambitions. And we have to be realistic. What can we accomplish in the next 28 to 30 days? And let's factor in our calm and peace and stress relief. See, a lot of people might say, yeah, I want to manifest $100,000 in the next 28 to 30 days. And a lot of people can do that in 28 to 30 minutes. However, if you're not prepared for that amount of money in that fast amount of time, then the stress that comes along with it, you won't be able to enjoy it. So the idea of being a spiritual agriculturalist is that you don't actually sit in the ground and allow the plant to grow. You just plant the seed and let nature take its course. So in that, you have to be patient. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that is a perfect idea so you can actually go into this new moon realistically. Because generally, if we talk about new moons and intentions, you get into all wow stuff, how, as much as I can. But that's not being realistic. And so even in your realism, you can do amazing things. So the fact that a plant takes 3 months to grow versus 3 minutes to grow does not take away the fact that it's not amazing. So the fact that your business or your love relationship or the thing that you're trying to manifest took 3 months to manifest over 3 days, it still doesn't take it away. So this new moon is definitely about patience, especially for the conscious, esoteric person that has been doing the work. What I mean by doing the work is that you are the person that you say you are, right? My logo, the tapped in logo of me holding a little infant, that logo is a real, that be me. I'm not saying that I'm Father of the Year, but it's not a gimmick. Whether I'm on here or not, the reason why I'm not on here a lot is because I do have to hold babies. I do have to take babies on walks. I do have to spend time with my children. So because of that, I'm aligning my karma to be perfect. I'm aligning this future to be perfect because generally you have to deal with the thing that's going to hurt you the most. Meaning that if I wasn't in my children's life, that would hurt me the most. So in order for me to be in my children's life, there are sacrifices, there are things that I have to do in the space of manifesting, meaning that I have to be extremely patient about manifesting when you have 4 children, because the amount of work that I can do, I just can't. Because when a 23-month-old has a temper tantrum and he wants his dad, he don't give 2 shits about the workload that I got. It's not a thing. So I have to put my workload on hold. And if I wasn't in the perfect alignment of knowing exactly that the plant is going to grow naturally, as an agriculturalist, I'm not worried about the rigmarole, the toil, the day-to-day minutia of the plant growing. What I have to do is just understand the energetic undercurrents, because the energetic undercurrents are perpetual. Society presents a beginning and an end, right? You live and you die. The undercurrents, the nature, the spiritual, the cosmos presents a life, a death, and a rebirth. If you here with me and you on this frequency and the information is vibrating with you, it's because you had a life, you had a death, you had a rebirth. There's no way around it. If you are listening to me and you like, well, this nigga makes no sense. This nigga sounds out of his mind. He just, sound like a damn preacher. I'm not feeling this. Then you are still in the realms of life and you don't know what it's like to be an alchemical, spiritual alchemist, agriculturalist. There's so many hats that we have to wear. There's so much work that we have to do, but it's in the background. So when we reference new moons, it's very important, the spirit family, that we get together. At least I didn't go 2 weeks without touching back with y'all because we did the full moon Rick James, right? I didn't even know that 3 days later was the death date of Rick James. I didn't even know that until I did the video. Like, wow, that's crazy. And now we're doing a new moon in honor of Kobe Bryant, right? Because his birthday is not the 19th. His birthday is the 23rd, but his birthday still aligns with the fixed star Regulus. And so in order for us to understand the energy of Regulus, we need to understand the timeline of 2020 from now to January 26th, right? We have to understand these things because these things are happening and the energies are being kind of wiped out for whatever reason. However, the real enlightened individuals in this realm, they left us codes. They left us schematics to really elevate ourselves, right? So in this space, I'm a do some like what they would call, what you say, like a timeline or something like that, man, because we started this year off with Disney Plus Ultra being the secret society, and that Disney movie with Nikola Tesla, right? Nikola Tesla. Then you got the Tesla car company ran by Elon Musk and things of that nature. But then you also have Donald Trump, whose uncle, right, was the police officer who was able to capture, this is all public record, that was able to sift through Nikola Tesla's all of his work, right? And then you fast forward 40 years from now and you see Trump. But see, we got to understand one thing real quick as human beings. Some of us are born to help other people succeed. And if you don't got that in your heart, you're not going to understand the reason for you to exist. See, when you think that everybody is here to serve you, you are put in a box that you may not be able to get out. However, if you know that you are here to help another person succeed to their highest heights, then everything makes sense. I'll do you one better. We all know the rapper Jay-Z, right? However, he had a predecessor by the name of Jaz-O. Jaz-O gave Jay-Z everything he had in order for Jay-Z to be the best person that he could be in the realms of hip-hop and life. He gave him not only lyrics, he gave him a spiritual ethic. Because when you have a spiritual ethic, you are untouchable. Even when melanated people don't agree with you, right? We don't agree with Jay-Z being a part of the NFL. However, does that stop him from being in the NFL? Does that stop him from bringing his family to the NFL for the Super Bowl sitting on the 50-yard line? I think not. I think he's there collecting his check. I think he's there doing his business. And who am I to say anything about him, right? Because he's done things that, people naturally would want to do. But none of this even happens if he didn't have somebody pour into him, right? Because if it was right and exact, Jaz-O would have said, look, you my little mans, I'm the star, you come after me. But see, as melanated beings, we do not work like that. See, that is the workings of the enemy. And the enemy is synonymous with whoever you want to put on that particular title. people who put the ego, because it's not relegated to race or gender, right? It's relegated to people who put their ego, their personal needs and desires, their bank account, their future, and not think about their children, not think about their family, not think about nobody in their lives. They only think about them. They wake up and sleep, and it's about them, right? When we understand ancestors and we understand this new moon, as we get into this information, we have to understand that the ancestors care about you in a way that you can't care for yourself. And the reason that I say that is, instead of worrying about your personal problems, tune into something much more profound than your conscious thoughts. It's not more profound than you. It's just more profound than your awareness, because once you turn your awareness to who you truly are, right, you get to see things that, other people could never even fathom or even imagine. It's more of an individuation process of becoming complete and total and whole. And a person might feel like, I'm already complete and total and whole. But the reality is that the ego is just a sliver of who you are. Okay? So this new moon is conjunct the energy of Regulus. Regulus deals with the ancestors. Regulus deals with karma. Regulus deals with what's right and exact based upon your actual understanding of the universe. And the understanding of the universe is that just because you got these four walls, don't mean that can't nobody see you, right? Imagine if these four walls were invisible, which they are to a certain extent, because a lot of y'all been doing y'all remote viewing and things of that nature, right? Going through walls, outside of walls, and things of that nature. So let's get beyond the point of conscious folks that walls exist and that we could do things on the under, right? So in the space of creating a spiritual community and moving forward, because we deal with these ideas on this channel about community, Slack, and dealing with people, and then we hit roadblocks and stumbling blocks, and we're like, what the fuck happened? The first conversation was magical and Ashe and, oh, you my sister, and oh, you my brother, and oh, we gonna do this and that. Fast forward, WTF. But the reality is, when you are a spiritual being, you might as well have the conversation. You might as well do the thing that is the reality of you not having any privacy, because you don't. You only hope that you do. But then when situations don't manifest the way that you want them to manifest because you're doing it backdoor, or somebody that you're dealing with is doing it backdoor, then you understand that there are no secrets. What's done in the dark comes in the light. So what you do in the dark for a new moon, hope y'all with me, manifests perfectly. However, what are you doing? Do you know what you're doing? Do you understand the spells that you're under? Things of that nature. And we have to get into all of it. And I hope y'all got time today, right? So this new moon will be conjunct Regulus. Regulus is a quadruple star system, but it's also a binary system. So it's 4 stars that are 2 binary star systems. A binary star systems are 2 stars that orbit around each other. So you have 4 stars that break up into pairs, right? And that's 2 pairs. So the reason that the energy might be a little bit stronger on Regulus, not saying stronger is a relative word, but the proximity, because it's close to Earth, is the 21st brightest star that we see in the sky. And however, there is a binary star system attached to it. So Regulus is said to be 1 star. Like you say, Regulus is a fixed star, but when you look closer, you actually see, oh no, there's more to it. That's just you, right? That's the Kobe Bryant energy. He was born on August 23rd. I was born on August 23rd too, but this video ain't about me, right? Maybe it is, but I digress. Because I didn't play professional sports. I wasn't good enough, right? I wasn't as talented enough. Or my ass was out there on the court practicing, trying to get there, realized I wasn't good enough. However, the energies that were good enough were able to leave certain codes through the numbers. So we have, I hope y'all following me, Kobe Bryant, born August 23rd, the day that the sun joins Regulus, or the day before. It don't matter, from the 19th to the 26th, and give it some buffer. We are in the zone. For right now, August 16th, the sun could be very well classified as being conjunct with Regulus, right? As soon as the sun enters into Leo, sidereal astrology, the sun is now entered into Regulus, okay? Which is 4 stars that separate into 2 pairs. So if you're doing the math with me, that's 24, right? Kobe Bryant wore number 24. But if you do 4 and 2, that's 8, right? So we're not going far away from who a person is, their archetype, their blueprint, right? And just because you have an archetype and a blueprint, if you don't have the skills, which is the Mamba mentality of getting better every day, then you never know that you are who you even could imagine that you would be, right? Because we, like I said earlier, we think that we're naturally supposed to be this great person, this amazing person, because they can sing and dance. However, it takes a lot of lighting, takes a lot of studio hands, it takes a lot of marketing, it takes a lot of promotion, it takes a lot of Photoshop, it takes a lot of choreography, it takes a lot of acting, it takes a lot of public relations for a person to be elevated to a particular light. Never forget that, okay? Because when we enter into this 2020, we was indoctrinated with this Lion King energy, right? With this Lion King energy on Disney Plus Ultra. And we already deduced that this Disney Plus Ultra, right? Disney Plus Ultra, right? Is connected to the secret societies of Tomorrowland. These people have a whole plan of how they see the earth playing out. And the irony is they are doing a great job. They are doing an excellent job of converting the masses. Why? Because the spiritualists, right? They're not even spiritualists. They're a part of the masses at this particular point. They're doing things with rappers. They're doing things with this person. They're doing things with that person. They're, buying this. They're doing this. And there's nothing wrong with commercialization. There's nothing wrong with monetizing yourself. Right? But if you ain't teaching other people how to monetize, if you ain't showing other people how to do it, like step by step, that's disrespectful. If a person be like, hey, I got a spell for you, and they didn't use no spell to get to where they would. They either took lessons, they either took marketing classes, they did something logistically to get them from point A to point B. Now they could have ritualized it, they could have added some spiritual energy to it, or they could have just hit you with the flim flam wham wham. Okay, 10 times out of 10, they hit you with the flim flam wham wham, because it's all about helping a person get higher than you. Or else, because we coming out of the sun in Cancer, if you're not helping nobody get higher than you, then you pulling them down by default. Okay, if you're not helping nobody get higher than you pulling them down by default. Why? Because you're not even elevating your brother and sister. And you look at the world, the only thing we can do is help another person. That's the only thing we can do, one person at a time, right? That's the only thing you can do. You can look at a person with children and you can help that person. Why? Because that person with children does not have help, right? So I just want to let you guys know that when it came to 2020, the first thing was to steal your mind, to put you in such a deep trance that when not just a trance. Hold on one second. So when you reference this Lion King, the dirtiness of the Lion King is that it is a African story, right? And there's nothing wrong with an African story. However, there are no melanated American stories that speak to our history that we can name of, except the energy of Kobe Bryant, right? So there's always a real king and a fake king. You reference the French Revolution and Louis XIV and the man in the iron mask, meaning that we can't look at the people that are leaders now as the true leaders by default, because we know that there were trickery. We know that everything wasn't right and exact. We know that. So, in understanding how to take back your power, you can't take back your power the same way that you gave it up. You have to become the person that you once were, that had the power, and by default, that power will gravitate towards you. When you become your ancestors, you will get the fruits of your ancestors. But your ancestors dealt with the spiritual. Your ancestors dealt with the nature. Your ancestors dealt with the cosmos. Your ancestors put all three of those together, and that's how the family ate, night in and night out. And of course, violence and trauma can take you out of all of that. It can take you out of all of that. So to the point that you have a violent experience, you have a traumatic experience. It's like the Men in Black. They hit you with that equalizer. They take your memory away. They murder your forefathers, right? And by default, if you take away my forefathers, then I have no reference of what my history is. And you replicate that, and you make that, you take away all of the men. Okay? You take away all of the men, and I'm talking about America, right? Indian slavery was ubiquitous, okay? From Maine to goddamn Orlando, ubiquitous, okay? And when you say Indian, you're just talking about indigenous. So don't tell me about how I came from Africa, and don't tell me how they changed the Indians into color through their laws and through their words and through their magic and through their murder. And then don't tell me that I came from Africa. Don't do that. And then don't take away the American God and murder him, right? And then mount his energy, right? So when it comes to his actual coronation, right? Coronavirus, he was buried in Corona del Mar, okay? We know who the king is, right? We know who the prince is, and it ain't Simba, okay? It ain't Mufasa, okay? It's Tyrell's ass from down the street. It's Jermaine's ass from around the corner. It's Lisa's ass from on the west side. It's Pam's ass from the north side. Regular American folk, braiding hair on the weekends, working for the state during the week, taking care of 4 kids by herself. We are the gods. Get that shit. We don't gotta go to Africa to find ourselves, okay? And the people who perpetuate this, we still on the first slide. I got 11 slides, so apologize for my long-windedness. However, I got time right now, so I have to kind of elaborate on this particular energy. So the mind control, period, point blank, ain't no way that American people can honor Africa without first honoring America, right? You don't spit on where you come from. And however fly you do it, however flash you do it, however magical you do it, it don't count, okay? Not to me, and not to the mound builders, and not to the people who built this civilization, and not to the people who built civilization throughout the planet, the mothers of civilization. They came from here, okay? There's a meme getting spread around the internet. If you haven't seen it yet, you will see it soon. Why do the Egyptian netters have heads of animals that are descendant from America? Because we went there and civilized that. Understand that. Understand that. Very simple stuff. And it's disrespectful to say that something that you come from something that comes from you. Okay? You got to understand your place. You got to understand your ancestors. You got to understand your hierarchy. Spiritually, you are number one, right? But we don't understand this energy of spirit mounting and spirit possession. I'll come back to that slide. I'm going to move around. Okay? Spirit possession or mounting, as in climbing a horse, is common to most ancient belief systems, benefiting one person or an entire community through the energy that is believed to come from the spirits. Now, I bring this to your attention to let you know that celebrities are not the only people who can mount. Okay? This is your birthright, actually. You mount your ancestors. They give you a lift. They help you get from point A to point B. Okay? However, anything, you can pop some popcorn in the microwave, and you can also put a Chinese container in the microwave. You know, you might pop some buttery popcorn and that shit might slap. Throw some seasoning salt on that joint. Throw a little, just a dab of hot sauce. Shake that shit up. Okay, I don't got no seasoning salt, but I got a ramen noodle packet. Okay, crack that open halfway. Shake it up. Hey, it's been times that's been dinner and it slapped. Okay, however, I have also put my Chinese food in the microwave and put it on 3 minutes, right? Because it's going to take a while. So, go to the bathroom, come back. The house damn near burnt down. Okay. So the microwave can't detect if it's good or bad. So the same way as a horse can't determine, is this a bad person mounting me? We about to go rob a village? Or are we going to deliver water to, people who are dying of thirst? The horse is just going to go where the person tells him to go. So we got to be very ethical about, when I'm saying ethical, mindful that people, when I reference people who are doing work, I need y'all to understand that y'all can do the work too, but make sure that you're doing the work and you're not being worked, right? So once mounted, trancers dance the characteristic steps and movements. So let me stop for a second. Right? Because maybe y'all can't see that. Maybe y'all can't see that. Maybe let me get my pointer together. Once mounted, trancers dance the characteristic steps and movements of the visiting spirit. So, the thing that I did notice about this song, the Savage remix, because we do have the horse letting us know what's taking place or what possibly could take place, right? Was the damn TikTok dances, right? Wasn't they getting it to them TikTok dances to this song? Like, didn't that blow the song up? Yo, stupid ass doing whatever is popular. TikTok, another manifestation of trance, is a sudden change from the mother tongue to one of the Yoruba dialects. And so, meaning that when people deal with Orishas from the West, and I'm going to be real honest with y'all, because if you don't have a relationship with an Orisha, do not seek one out. Period. Don't go to no Babylon. Don't come to me asking me about Orishas. Don't come to my wife asking me about Orishas, because I'll talk. You can ask her. She say, "Look, I don't got nothing to tell you." They come to me when they need me, and that's it. When I did my video for Olokun, I ain't know nothing about a Olokun, Oloboom, Olorum. I didn't know nothing about it. It spoke clear to me in my dream. I am Olo Kun. It was hella water around. I'm like, what in the hell is this? So don't go towards energy that hasn't come to you. Period. Why would you even want to play them games? You don't know what these energies got in mind for you. 10 times out of 10, you're not ready. Just chalk it up to that. You're not ready. You too concerned with WAP. You too concerned with your WAP. So don't think that you ready for something that you're not. I didn't know nothing about the Orishas. And nobody told me nothing about the Orishas either. They communicated to me like I'm talking to y'all right here in this dream. And if it was a point of scholarly work, they told me the books. They told me the sites. They said, no, don't listen to that. That's bullshit. And don't help nobody. You can't help nobody get to me. I'm coming to you. What did you like? This ain't no game. This is if you are ready, if the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And the teacher is never a human being. The teacher is always yourself. Yourself will show up as a human being when you at that lower level if you feel you need that. But the same time you kicking it with people and you talking to people, in 10 minutes from now, 10 days from now, you will act like that person never existed. Why? Because they was possessed by you. Damn, you speaking to me right now. You saying all of the things. You saying all of the things that I want to say. Dang. Another thing is when you read it for people and you know for a fact that you ain't even reading to that person, you talking to yourself. Because you need to get your shit in order. You need to get your shit together. And more or less of just trying to be authentic in your spiritual journey. That can mean a lot of things for a lot of different people, but let me digress. Let me get back to this. So I'm going to just break down the spirit possession real quick, and not to offend anybody. This is just how this shit is played out. Kobe Bryant's birthday is August 23rd, which is when the sun is directly aligned with Regulus. Regulus is a fixed star. It's a paw, okay? Regulus is a paw, right? So when you look up at the star, we're going to move around on this slideshow because we need to know what we need to know. Let me get to the correct one. All right. So this is Regulus, number 6. Number 6, Regulus, the heart of the lion, but it's really the paw. Okay. I don't know what that's about, but he passed away January 26th, and it was Beyonce who sang at his memorial. Regulus is the star of the true royal. However, we still so the occult planners of ritual don't use Western astrology in birth charts nor in daily charts. They use sidereal charts. So in sidereal astrology, Beyonce is not a Virgo. She is a Leo. September 9th, September 4th, whenever her birthday is, the sun will be in Leo. Who else birthday sun is in Leo? Kobe. So this is why, and it's not a bad thing. It's like $100 bill on the streets. And you could be, I'll tell you, if I seen $100 bill on the streets, I got more than $100 in my bank account. However, I will look around. I promise you right now, I will look around. And if ain't nobody else around, I'm picking up that $100. That's my truth. That is my truth. So as when our ancestors pass away, they are leaving $100 on the ground. You can be a good Samaritan, right? I ain't about that life. That's somebody else's $100. Look, somebody else gonna walk behind you, cuz, and this is the truth. Somebody gonna walk right behind you, see that $100 and put it up and go buy them a sack of weed later, because they just pick $100 up off the ground. That's just human nature. A good person going to be in a relationship. Uh-oh. Did I say that? Dang, I didn't mean to say that. Let me go first. I ain't trying to trigger you more than I already am triggering you, because I know this ain't for, everybody. Okay. However, I'm only going to be my honest. I'm only going to be in my honesty. Okay. Regulus represents the ascension and or death of royalty. Okay. So Beyonce been doing occult stuff for a while now, meaning that I'm here to play. Okay. See, a lot of people might look at that and like, that's evil or that's bad, but you can do the same thing too. See, the undercurrent is for everybody. It's for a plant. It's for a goddamn dandelion. You can have a garden right now and you can have the most beautiful sunflowers in the world. Guess who's going to be there right up under there chilling? Weeds. Just getting all the energy, just sucking up all the mama energy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's out here. But if we're not in alignment with new moons, we don't know when it's time to get into our darkness. And so if I get into darkness and you're like, oh, I'm about to call this stripper up. Hood said it's darkness time. I'm about to call my $40 girl up. It's darkness time. I'm about to get drunk. It's darkness time. I'm about to get high. And then we get you on the Zoom. It's like, hey, everyone. Oh, I'm so happy to be here. Hey. See, that's why your shit don't never manifest. Period. That's why it don't work. You trying to do two things at once and you serving two masters. In your darkness, if you want to be high, everyone, then you better start holding that space the entire time. You better be happy-go-lucky all day. When you reference that pain and sadness, you better hit it with that high. I'm just a happy-go-lucky person, just here. Hey, me, smiling. I got on a mask now, so I'm smiling. You can tell I'm smiling, can't you? Perfection is like chasing the wind. If you ain't authentic, if you ain't real, then ain't no saving your ass, especially with this energy. And I'll get into it in further detail. However, just dealing with this nakshatra is so much powerful energy. It's so much energy for you to claim your birthright, that there's also that same opposing force at that same level. And if you ain't ready for the challenges, if you ain't ready for confrontation, if you ain't ready to understand polarities, if you ain't read the Kabbalion and understood the Kabbalion, all is mind, the law of polarity, like and unlike is the same, you ain't ready to play. See, ethically, in the space of magic, you can do anything. I can burn my house down, or I can make some amazing popcorn. What are you creating? Take it seriously. Take this new moon seriously. Picture this next 28 days. Eat like, I'll do you one better. If shit is tough right now, if you're dealing with a lot of death, you got a stable of horses that you can mount and go anywhere you want to. But if you're too sad enough to see it, you too sad enough to be imaginative, you too sad to connect with your ancestors, there's nothing that anybody can do. However, there's so much that you can do when you balance what's right and exact with your body and you show up every day the person that you say you are. Okay? So we know that this new moon is conjunct Regulus. Regulus strengthens, builds, promotes love, benevolence, help against enemies if we tap into it. with the moon. When it's tied with the moon, it's a time to sow, plant, release prisoners, but take no purgatives, right? But not take no shit. That's where that authenticity. I'll do y'all an example real quick. I'm just going to take a break from this information and kind of just loosen up for a second, get loose, because I still got a lot of information to get to. But we was doing reading. I was doing readings yesterday, complete strangers, you know, doing my thing, right? Doing my thing, just killing it like I do, back to back, racks on racks, you know, just. And then this dirty energy came up, like, I want a reading. I'm like, all right, because, you know, I was on a hot streak. You know, I didn't, you know, a reader, y'all ain't going to like this, but this is the truth. If we can get you to cry, that's a victory. Like, we won. If we can get your ass to cry, oh, man, I done earned my money. And not to hurt you in a way, but we know that you carry pent up energy. And when you say that you are ready to change your life for real, that release is happening. So I experienced, you know, some releases, some mediumship, some intention work. You know, I was getting it in, Jack. I'm not BSing. Links in the description if you need a reading, right? I was getting it in. But that last one, Jack, boy, oh boy, I tell you, you know what I did? I laid out the cards. I said what I said, and she challenged me. I said, look, thank you, but no thanks. I'll see you later. She said, oh, come on now. I got the little clipboard. I put it safely in my little thing and said, I'm done. I got to play this shit like Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I got to end it off a 3-point. I can't, you know, once you hot, you got to know when to just let it go, baby. Just let it go. All right. So help as many as people as you can. Right. But when they start challenging you, look, if you don't want this information, don't worry. Because I got other places to go. I can go spend my money, you know, whatever. Right. So the energy to kind of look out for. In mundane astrology, the Leo constellation is associated with royal events, especially the ascension or death of kings and queens, the election or death of heads of state, assassinations, uprisings, and massacres, currency in the stock exchange, the Vatican, and the European Union. I read all that to say all of that shit is at play. You know, what's going like, you know, and let me digress and use my popcorn analogy one more time, but let's use it in a literal sense now. Hey, make sure you got your popcorn ready because this is about to be crazy, right? Every month, y'all know me. I got to do the disclaimer. Every single new moon. The last new moon was cool. It wasn't nothing really crazy. Why do I say that now? Oh, this moon, something crazy about to happen. It's every other new moon. Now, I was working with it, tweaking with it, and now I figure it out. New moon crazy, new moon chill, new moon crazy. It's like the knuckle game. You be like 30 days, 31 days, 30 days, like crazy shit, chill shit, crazy shit, chill shit. Oh, we on crazy shit. So, you know, you know, as an astrologer, you got to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get to some solutions with this, of course, because why wouldn't we, right? Why wouldn't we know what to do in these particular weird ass times, right? Weird, but we got the downloads. Weird, but we understand the games that they play at a cosmological level. It ain't we far beyond the petty shit now. We can see it in the sky, right? We can see that shit. So, and I mean to say, y'all probably can't see this as clearly as I would like, but let's try to trace it out. So this is the Leo tail. This is the Leo booty, the Leo hind leg, the Leo foreleg, the Leo torso, the Leo paw, and oh shoot, the Leo paw, and then the Leo mane up in here. And all of these points, they make a little lion. However, we do see that the new moon will be conjunct this paw. Now, spirit always gives me what I'm going to talk about before I do this, do these things, right? It's always telling me what I'm going to talk about in like regular terms. And then when I do the knowledge, it shows up. So I was thinking about these Boule energies, like this Black is King stuff. Like I didn't like it. I don't like you telling me that Black is King. And when we know the etymology of Black, that it don't represent what you say it represent. You know, if you tell me neuromelanin is king, if you tell me, you know, the mound builders are kings and things of that nature, if you tell me the melanated woman is king, like you got to give me something tangible that I can work with. You're just not going to say anything is king because, you know, the reality is that you say Black is king, we know that Black means white because everything is upside down. Then you telling me that my oppressors is king. You telling me that my oppressors is king. And then you making it beautiful. So now I'm going to really implant in my subconscious mind that my oppressors is kings. That's what is being said. And it's been a whole group of people who have been protecting the oppressors. It goes back to ancient Greek society. The Boule was a group of 500 members that, you know, kept the money, ran the society, right? For all sorts of 20-inch rims and things like that. You know what I'm saying? You got your Master P's and your Snoop Dogs and your Diddy's and all of that. They represent the upper echelon of shit. But what are they doing? They are fairies for the kings. And it might sound like I'm making things up, but the Boule again, meaning the advisors to the king. Like this is what it means when they tell you that Black is king. This is what they telling you. They know who the king is. The king is, you know, the deep state. And of course, they're Slavic. So you look up the Slavic social status system in the lower status Slavic, where we get the word slave from. The lowest status of a Slavic person is a Black person. White as snow, color-wise, but his status or her status is Black. But she's a Slavic person. And you mean to tell me that this is the king? Is this your king? No, man. We read too much for this shit. I don't care how much you singing and dancing. I read too much for you to just come at me just with any old thing. And I'm not going to try to wrap my head around it either. Nope. Nope. Try again. Nope. Try again. You tried, but nope. Try again. Okay? So I think I was just being petty with this because I ain't write too much about it. Maybe I'll get into this a little later when we deal with the tarot card. But really, this is a Janus ritual. In the foreground is women, but in the background is men. So you're going to have to just kind of do your deduction with that. All right. The song is called WAP. Okay. Pussy is punctuated. So you have wet ass. So wet dash ass and then a space and then pussy. So hopefully the kids ain't watching this, but you know, in that community, that's what they call their private parts, even though it's not. Okay. And so Me, I'm going to say that she got some wet pussy. I never say she got some wet ass and pussy. You know, that's just not cool. So I'm just talking about the rituals, and y'all can like the song all y'all want. And I'm not going to do a compare and contrast either, because if I got this bottle cap and this bottle cap, I'm not going to decide which bottle cap I'm going to keep. I'm going to throw both of these goddamn bottle caps in the trash. And that's just life, okay? And then I'm going to do my own work and do my own study, okay? So I got a lot to talk about. But it's all in alignment, family. It's all in alignment. Okay? We are here because of this nakshatra. Now, nobody is really spiritual. I repeat, nobody is really spiritual without a near-death experience or an out-of-body experience. Because you need to crack the veneer of fear between the planes of life and death. Within the body is life, and when your soul travels outside of your body, that is death. However, through this particular crown virus, we have activated these abilities. So hopefully you can understand that outside of your body, being grounded and connected to your physical body is still just like you walking down to the park. So in a deeper sense, what is power? What is royalty? What is status? What is honor truly? Is it the person with the most money, living in the biggest house, with the greatest political position, that sold the most albums, that, you know, won everything? Is that what we're talking about? In a physical plane, yes. But in a spiritual plane, it is getting your chops up with exiting the body. See, but you got to practice. You got to work at it. You got to build up that buffer, or even build up that awareness. I'll do you one better. When you go to sleep, you exit out your body anyways. So to simplify this, and even deeper, to make this as extremely as possible, when you have the ability to go outside of your body, you have the ability to tap into different spiritual abilities and spiritual techniques. You can literally tap into a mainframe and hijack the system and get the information that you need. You can know what you need to know when you need to know it. You can open any door. You can be, you can do, you can, all opportunities are open to you when you access your spiritual abilities. This is the real power. This is the real royalty. This is the real status. This is the real honor. And the reality is that nobody is going to knock on your door. Hey guys, you got spiritual abilities, so now you get to use them at will. Nobody is going to flash a breaking news. This just in. Melanated people now have spiritual abilities that they can now activate. It's not going to happen. It is for those who have ears that can hear, those who have eyes that they can see, that they can deal with these undercurrents, they can align with this energy, they can get rooted and grounded into the energy, and then safely exit the body consciously. And it don't matter who you pay for a spell, it don't matter who you pay for a reading, it don't matter nothing. If you're not working towards it, if you don't understand the modalities to get it popping, it's just not going to work. And I don't know who else is teaching this, but I know that me and Prime is teaching this. Alchemicacademic.com. You can sign up. The links is in the description. So everybody going to get theirs, B. Everybody going to get theirs, B. Well, I don't know what I want to do first. I think I'm gonna do the Petro dosha first. So the Petro dosha is like Petro dosha and spirit problems. I'm like, okay, what the hell is Petro dosha? So I take this little, I read on it, but I took this. This can help us understand it. So the Petro dosha can be attributed to three causes: the effect of the planets, the deeds of the ancestors, and one's own karma. So the effect of the planets, that's very simple: being aligned with the new moon, being aligned with the full moon, being aligned with the waning moon, being aligned with the waxing moon, knowing to hold them, knowing to fold them, knowing it's time to gain, knowing it's time to release, knowing it's time to rise, knowing it's time to fall. Okay? Once you understand the effect of the planets, Petru dosha does not affect you. You no longer have spiritual problems, but wait, there's more. Deeds of their ancestors. A lot of y'all have some crabby ass ancestors that y'all paying the price for. There's nothing that we can do about that. It's how the cookie crumble. I'm sorry, that's not my fault. But we knew that karma was going to happen. So that's why our ancestors just let it be, because that shit was going to come back tenfold. And there's nothing that you can do. Once you slide down a razor blade sliding board, the momentum is going to carry you down, whether it hurts you or not. And I really do feel bad for it. But my ancestors, they don't give no fucks, because at that particular time, your ancestors gave no fucks. So now is gotcha, bitch, and ain't nothing that we can do about it. So we just going to just keep playing it how we've been playing it, and we going to deal with one's own karma. So don't wish for nothing that you ain't about. Don't set nothing in attention that you ain't about to walk through. Don't wish for a Lamborghini and you ain't never drove a foreign car before, because you'll get that Lamborghini and be like Paul Walker, okay, trying to drive faster and you ain't ready for it, okay? So grow with scale, okay? Grow with scale. So I want to bring this to our attention. New moon conjunct the MAGA Nakshatra. I was trying to think of a catchy little catchphrase. Make America get hair again. I'm sorry. And see, that one just came up. I was trying a whole bunch of duds, but that one, yes. Okay, and I apologize for anybody that I offended with that, but hopefully you can laugh at yourself as I can laugh at myself, okay? So the Magna Nakshatra has meanings of paying one's respect to the king either willingly or grudgingly. So they know what time it is, and they're not going away gracefully. They're not doing a CNN broadcast. They are censoring YouTubers. This video, good thing you catching the live, fam, because good luck for this video. Good luck for this video surviving on YouTube. So, good thing you here for the live, and hopefully you taking notes. Hopefully you ripping this recording. I'm going to try to record it as soon as possible, but there's no guarantees, right? The Nakshatra suggests that the government or those who are in roles of authority become a pervasive and unduly dominant presence that may seem to dictate one's practical options and opportunities. So we can't do the things that we birthrightly naturally want to do right now. We just can't do it, right? Or we can do it. It's just weird, right? It's kind of weird. Okay. They mandate in these masks and they asserting their dominance over the populace. Like they are doing that. They shutting stuff down. They trying to shut stuff down, mom and pop businesses and things of that nature. And they can do this at a collective level, and they can also do it individually. At the same time, there's a lot of people committing suicide. There's a lot of people losing their job, and they're not giving you all of the facts, about the people who are struggling and suffering. I'll do you one better. If somebody is really struggling, they're not getting covered on the news. And y'all know this. Y'all know people that's really struggling, the news can give two fucks about. So even it's a lot of shit going on, man. However, what can we do? Because we're here for solutions. Over the next 30 days, it may be especially necessary to hold trust in one's own inner power during this time, when various representations of external power will be magnified. Okay? But we have to understand that your inner power can balance that external power. And it doesn't mean that you're weak. It means that you just know how to navigate this matrix. And it's not by matching karma with somebody. We know that don't work when we look at Chicago and we look at our favorite rappers, right? Your favorite rapper gets shot, and then your enemy's favorite rapper gets shot. And they've been doing this since 2012 to 2020. I'll be like, man, that nigga jamming, bro. That's such and such shot. Dang, man, that's crazy. Here another new dude. Man, that nigga hard. Man, where you from? Chicago? Okay. That's my dude. Juice WRLD? Okay. Juice WRLD passed away. Dang. Young LA, that's my homie. You know what I'm saying? Young LA passed away. Damn. FBG Duck, man, that shit rocking. Young nigga shot dead. So we know that back and forth shit don't work, man. We ain't got time for that. Ain't no eye for an eye shit. We ain't. Look, if you wanna get back at people and you want to get your revenge, just understand that comes with karma. If you want to align and if you want to perfect and if you want to bring about what you truly want to bring about for yourself and also the world, you realize who you are as a guide. And this is an inner process. This is a truthful process. This is an authentic process. There's no right or wrong to this process. So, man, and I don't feel like this is too much information. I hope y'all feeling good. Hope everybody is really tapped in. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. So I took this quote from TamikoFisher.com. The links is in the description. www.hoodmystic.com. Check the link. Read the article, man. Today, August 19th, the sun and the moon, also Mercury, will transit the lunar mansion of the Maga Nakshatra. This is symbolized as a majestic throne room that is a regal nakshatra. Y'all know I did the Looney Tunes throne room. I know exactly where the throne room. I went straight to the files. I said the throne room is in Revelations chapter 4. I be knowing, I be up on it, Jack. You gotta know. Like when you see certain shit, you gotta, if it like that's why I study Revelations, because when you study Revelations, you can connect dots way easier. Cause you may not be into the Bible, fam, but the architects of this matrix, that's all they got. And so if you can understand the undercurrents of this book, then you can kind of really manipulate your matrix really, really, really easy. No pun intended, but the book is in the description, columbianexchange.com, right? Here we go. Oh, why am I reading? I got this. Okay. Immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, a throne set in heaven and one sat on the throne. So immediately I was in the spirit. And that just ties back into spirit possession, right? Because when you possess by the spirit. And spirit possession is just altered states of consciousness, but it's also a trance-like state. So once mounted, trancers dance the characteristic steps. So 1 million people doing the Savage Dance, they was under trance. And I'm sure those are the same people who won't listen to this conversation, will wear a mask when told to, right? Will get a vaccine when told to, will do all of the things that the state do, even do the goddamn, I'm a savage looking ass, okay? But fortunately for us, we are in the spirit, meaning that we know how to access or get altered states of consciousness. If you don't know how to get altered states of consciousness, you need to get the Psychonaut, right? Read the Psychonaut. That just Google Psychonaut and Philip Carroll. I should have it somewhere around, but it's not at arm's reach. But the Psychonaut talks all about altered states of consciousness, meaning that if you're trying to get something popping on the subconscious level and you cannot get into altered states of consciousness, you always in your head, you always thinking, you always, mind racing. I wonder if I'm fat. I wonder if these jeans look good on me, looking ass boy. And I'm talking about the dudes. I ain't talking about the girls. That's how the niggas be. Damn, I am getting heavy around the waist, looking ass boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, just thinking about nonsense, right? Damn bubble, right? In more ways than one, right? And behold, a throne sat in heaven. A throne sat in heaven, and one sat on the throne. So, of course, it's not no real throne. It's a mythological throne. It's a cosmological throne. So, if you really looking for a literal throne, then you kind of like confused. However, the Maga Nakshatra is symbolized as a majestic throne room. This is a regal Nakshatra. It gives awareness of the lineage or hierarchy and the duties that come with it. So this talk ain't for everybody. Cause some of y'all ancestors was on trash, right? And I don't know, I can't differentiate the good ancestors from the bad ancestors, nor do I even look at it. But it gives a strong awareness to lineage. So this talk, I'm sure it's for you, but I just can't make no guarantees, right? I'm sure everybody who is on this live ancestors is with them in high vibration. And even if they are having an ill intent towards me, their ancestors won't even let it manifest, you know? That's just been the name of the game, you know. I deal with a lot of people who dislike me. However, I have a strong awareness of my power and my strength. And it don't matter how you feel about me, right? It's about my awareness to my lineage and my hierarchy and also my honor to that. Not for clout, not for fame, but because it's just what I like to do. This is my porn, honoring the ancestors, you know. And so, of course, in the thrones, to tie it into the Kobe Bryant energy, around the throne were 24 thrones. And on the thrones, I saw 24 elders sitting clothed in white robes, and they had crowns, the coronavirus of gold. Corona means crown of gold on their voices. Very simply, when you allow the ancestors to speak for you, they will speak for you and through you. But you have to be a vessel, meaning that you can't be out here going for it. You turn people off when you talk about what you're trying to do. What the hell are you telling me for? Why you ain't out there doing it? Would you want my help? What is your budget? You want my help? I got 4 kids. I need a whole budget. If you don't got no budget, I can't touch it, right? I got 4 little babies. Okay? Little ass kids, fam. I don't got no time to waste. All right. And not finishing up, but we having a conversation. And from the throne proceeding lightnings, thunderings, and voices. What was happening all over the planet yesterday night? Okay. What will continue to happen all over the planet from now throughout the 19th? Thunderstorms. Why? Because the energy of your DNA is activated. And this 24 that Kobe Bryant wore was a symbol to let me know. It's a bat symbol. Okay. 24 hours represents time. It's a construct, right? That our ancestors are done with. Our ancestors were done with time in March. Did you mount the horses of your ancestors? Or did you mount the pale white horse of fear? Black is king. When we are beyond our conscious mind, we can align with the cosmological truth that is hidden in our DNA. I got Alchemic Academic Part 1 and Part 2 that deals specifically with activating your DNA. Your DNA is linked to Regulus in the Magda Nakshatra. I personally am linked to Regulus in the Magda Nakshatra. Because like Kobe Bryant, my birthday is on August 23rd, 1984. I cannot make this stuff up. The one who understands these messages and it can align with their spiritual DNA, your ancestors, your lineage, can you bring your awareness to it for 28 days? No matter what's happening around you, you will be able to capture the abundant energy that's going to be spread over the universe. Okay? You have to be able to observe. You have to be able to be aware. And then in this 24 hours, however you want to perceive it, because really it's 16 hours, or even 12, because we understand that things operate in pairs, but I digress. We have 24 hours in a day. Can you make the most of them? Can you maximize those 24 hours over a 28-day period? Now, that's how you logistically handle a new moon. And that's how you 100% manifest any and everything you intend to manifest. Because you work at it 24 hours a day. Or you bring your awareness to it. And if you can't do that, then don't tell me that you want it. Because you ain't fooling me. You probably fooling yourself. So we have 24 hours, right? We have 24 elders. And what do we do in them 24 hours? Lightning is the electromagnetic energy that flows from the base of your spine. The voices are the words that your ancestors speak through you. This message resonated with you at all. It was not because of me at all. I was changing shitty diapers all day. You know what I'm saying? I was cleaning up. I was helping my wife out with her business. I took some time to create a video, and this is what my ancestors had to say. I've been too busy with the mundane to even get the messages off. But they sat me down and allowed me to bring this to y'all today, and I'm so grateful. Okay? Because these 7 lamps of fire that were burning before the throne represent all of us raising our chakras, activating our chakras, tapping in to the spirit of God within. And that's balancing our hormonal balance through the medicinal herbs that the great universe has provided us. And if you want to go around that, then I don't know. If you're doing all this other extra shit, then go ahead and do it. But me, I'm tapping in. Right? I'm tapping in. Okay? So the new moon in Leo energy expectation tied it in with the erotic tarot. Of course, I have this deck. And if you want a reading with this deck, the only way you can get a reading with this deck is at the Patreon family $5 Patreon monthly moon sign reading. And I have to be honest with y'all. Let me put a pause to the cause. Let me be honest with y'all. I've been busy as hell, Patreon family. But this week, I got y'all. Word to my mom. I got y'all. I've been busy. But y'all know I usually come through, but this week I just and I got a couple people done, you know what I'm saying? But it's more people that still need you. I got you. And the people that's about to sign up, sign up. I got you. $5 monthly sign reading. I'll be getting it in. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I'm saying? Get a real reading. But however, you know what I'm saying? You got $5 a month. holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? I got 4 little babies. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get it. I got to get it. Right? So this new moon will be an overall continuous attack on the energy from the Boule, those who advise the king. And so a deeper way to understand this or explain this is that there are energies and entities just like us that sole purpose is to protect the energy that propagates our maybe I shouldn't have said that word. Spirit said, don't say that, say patriarchal rule, right? Because that's all it is. It's the masculine energy before the feminine energy. When the womb comes before the masculine. Very simple. Life comes through the womb, period. So the matriarchal needs to be first. Do we get rid of the patriarchal? No. It's like a foot. Your left foot step in front of your right foot. Then your right foot step in front of you, like back and forth. Like, that's how I see it. But everybody don't see it that way. Back to it, though. So, whether you talking about Black is King or you talking about WAP, if they work for the patriarchal society, it is a bust. Okay? It does not matter, right? I do not care. Are they aligned with patriarchal energy? Yes. Well, then it's black or white, patriarchal or matriarchal. Are the women front and center with men behind? Because don't tell me, oh, it's just a whole bunch of women here. Well, count me out. We need some men involved. We need men and women involved. We need the matriarchal restored. That's the only way it's going to work. We got to listen to our women. And our women got to talk to us out of love, not out of hate. But that's another conversation, maybe later on this week. However, so this 5 of Wands, so we dealing with the first deacon. What we talk about in alchemic, academic, in the minor tarot, it comes with a diagram that points out the 5 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, the 8 of this, the 9 of this, the 10 of this, the 2 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 2 of this, 3 of this, 4 of this, 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 2 of Wands, so forth and so on, right? We got the diagram. I studied the diagram. I know the damn diagram. I do this every single 2 weeks. It's not a trick. It's not a fancy schmancy. It's not my ancestors. Maybe it is, but it's not nothing deep. We put the tarot card on each and every deacon so we can understand astrology. Because if we do not connect astrology, tarot is just stars in the sky that don't mean shit to us, right? So in order to correspond this energy, we connect the astrology to the tarot. I do have a course, Alchemic Academic, Minor Arcana, Major Arcana, available now for purchase. And I say all of that to say, God is sex. However, what kind of sex are you having? So this picture shows a pop star, probably look like Freddie Mercury with some groupies, right? Freddie Mercury with these groupies, they having a good time, right? However, that is a lower level. I'll do you one better. I got it. Let me be transparent. So one time I took my girl to see the Max B show. You don't want to make me angry because weird stuff start to happen to you once you make me angry, but I digress. So we go to the Max B show. Like, I love this girl too. Like, I love this girl. I was in love. I was saving for a ring. Like when I say, and she left me and then she lied about it too. Cause If she'd have told me the truth, I'd have stopped fucking with her. But you know, you lied, so now I gotta block you. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta erase you out of my memory. Like, see, if you had told me the truth, we wouldn't have been together, but we could have still talked. You know what I'm saying? But now you lie, I gotta delete you. And I say all of that to say, you know, she still hit me up to this day. Like, dang, that's messed up. Dang, you don't want to talk to me? I'm like, nah, you went on the tour bus. I had to drive home. You know, I'm like 20 years old. You know, when you're 20 years old, you ain't ready for your heart to be broke for real. You know what I'm saying? You turning a boy to an alcoholic and shit like that. So, beyond the point, when you do not honor your sexual energy, there's nobody fighting for you. You will get blocked and deleted. it don't affect me. I'm saying that if a person hurts you and a person do things sexually, I'm talking sexually, like a person betrays you with the sexual energy. Like, it's not this, like, it's swingers, it's polygamy, all of that exists in truth and honesty. Lying and deception and lower energies, it distorts and disrupts and really throws you out. And of course, it's the 823 God, so we know about this. Kobe Bryant got some vagine in Colorado, and the chick hit him with a rape case. You know, I got 4 little babies. You know, I ain't writing exact. I got 4. What you doing with 4 kids? Like 4 babies. You can space that joint out? Like, you know, I was. Oh, man. Life comes at you fast, man. So you gotta stay ready, never get ready. So it's just, but of course I know now, like, shit. At least I hope I know. We ain't trying to do baby number 5, like, no time soon. Like, so I better know, right? Y'all keep y'all fingers crossed for me. Like, y'all every night, you know what I'm saying? Say a little prayer for me. Shout out to Aretha Franklin. Or is that the Supremes? Either one. I'm sure they covered it. Whenever, say a little prayer for me that, you know, we don't have another baby no time soon. Because it's hard. It's harder than I can say. But let me bring it back. Your sexual life force energy is all you have. So when you enter into this new moon, are you building it up or are you wasting it? Are you giving it up to groupies, right? Or are you giving it up to, you know, celebrities, or, you know, giving it up to a person that you don't have no future with? Y'all don't talk. Y'all don't talk. He just come through when he off of work. Yeah, I'm off. If you get a I'm off text, you cut that person off. Like, cut it off. You wasting your energy. If you get a WID text in 2020, what you doing? Is you still trying to chill? Y'all are grown, okay? Y'all are adults. And y'all are manifestors. Y'all are creators. The easiest thing you could do is manifest a partner. That's the easiest thing you could do. I did that without even trying. I just knew I was going to meet my wife. I just knew it. I didn't even care. I'm going to meet somebody. It'd be the same thing. Same way, you know, you're going to get your nails done. Same way, you know, you're going to, you know, get a steak and cheese after this video is over. Same way, you know, you can manifest somebody. A perfect partner. You got to build up your energy. Of course, you do semen retention. You can have anything. Why do you think they come out with these WAPs? So the young men can waste their sexual energy. What do you think Instagram is for? What do you think OnlyFans is for? It ain't a hustle. It's a destruction. It's a psychological, spiritual warfare. Because if we were smart, you couldn't pay us to waste our semen. How much is your semen worth? It's priceless. I'll do you one better. I know you're struggling if you're wasting your semen. I know you are. I know you are. I know I was. I know I was. You couldn't pay me. I feel too good. I know I'm gonna bump my head if I kick it with a like. That's the scariest thing. Like do a little sideways. I done built such a good thing with my family and all of that. Like, why would I just set a match to it because of my sexual urges? So a lot of y'all not ready. Because the opposite of this is what you thinking I'm saying, suppress your sexual energy, but no. You got to understand that this is the energy of God. When we talk about God being within you and God being this and God being that, no, God is your sexual energy. It's how you create. You have to abstract yourself from it. You have to realize it. You have to see it. You have to understand it. It is tangible. It is real. And it shouldn't be wasted on what you do in text. And can I come over and chill text? Or, toxic. I don't want to be lonely. Sex. So, this new moon represents a need to focus and conserve your God. God is your semen, fam. Because the sun, moon is conjunct Mercury. Esoteric astrology, Mercury by the Hood Mystic will show you that Mercury is nothing but semen. Why is semen so important? Because the semen needs to enter into an egg cell, and once that egg cell connects with that semen, we ain't nothing but grown ass semen. Y'all seen that meme? A baby ain't nothing but a grown ass semen that you taking care of. So it don't have to be a baby. It can be a career. It can be a business. It can be a life. It can be a relationship. It can be anything you want it to be. It's your magic. If you wasting it on porn and WAP and Black is King, I'm sure y'all got it off to Black is King a couple times. Beyonce ain't wearing no goddamn jogging suits. Last time I checked. So it's all about sex. And not to say that sex sells. Jaguar Wright, she hipped us to, it ain't about sex selling. Because crack sell too. Heroin sell too. You don't see rappers coming out here with the druggie, with the heroin lean and slobbering out the side of their mouth. Be like, why you ain't looking crusty and dusty? Because heroin is selling. Let's just do the heroin look. So sex don't sell. Sex destroys or builds. You gotta have a mind to it. You gotta have the mental to it. Stay focused, man. Stay focused. Don't imagine that a sexual relationship is going to pull you out of this. Connecting to your ancestors is going to pull you out of it. Okay. Mars is going to be transiting finally in Aries. We are accessing a different level of power, a new power. Mars into Aries represents a new power. It was conjunct with Lilith. This is our mystery. This is our magic. Okay. This creative energy is starting over again and it's trying this new moon. Okay. So our gifts are natural. Okay. And it's conjunct Mercury. Mercury is the messenger of truth. Babies have Mercury up the wazine. Baby, you don't be telling a baby, okay, little Sean, put your right arm a little bit. Now put your knee up. Okay, put your left. Okay, now you crawling. Okay, little Sean. All right, now put one leg in front of the other. No, the baby gonna crawl on his own, gonna walk on his own, gonna talk on his own, gonna be who it's gonna be. That's Mercury. Okay. We dilute Mercury and we don't even pay attention to Mercury once we get like 12 or 14. Why? Because we start thinking about our own little sexual thing and we start doing our little masturbation thing, middle school, high school. Then we start getting our little tests. You fall into peer pressure. You ain't lost your virginity yet. And then it's like, we fall down and we collectively, I don't know about y'all. My parents never talked to me about sex for real. Maybe they didn't know. But we just fall down cliffs, right? We give it up to whoever gonna give it to us. We don't have no value of our sexual energy. We don't even know what it is. We don't have a conceptual understanding of it. So as this new moon is conjunct Mercury, in this energy that's extremely sexual, because Leo deals with the spine. The spine is the sexual energy, right? That's the electromagnetic sphere of just energy going up and down your spine. The main part of Leo is the spine of the lion. And I'll do you one better. Just go on YouTube and Google lion sex. Them niggas be getting it in, Jack. They got a 3 or 4. They be lions get it popping. Okay, so the blackest king energy is also a sexual energy, and all of these people get along. Or you see all of them in photo ops, so it ain't no war. It's all working together to just get you into lowering your guard so they can steal and zap your sexual energy. So in the space of all of this, how do we get to all of this? All y'all got to do is sign up for the class, the 22nd, the 23rd. I ain't talking about nothing about what I'm going to be talking about on the 22nd and 23rd because I'm saving all my love for you, Whitney Houston. And let me get this link. I want to talk to y'all, anybody. I ain't going to talk all night. I do want to catch up with the family. So let me throw the link in. Anybody want to build with the God? Sacro Chakra. Let me get into my advertising mode. Let me do the full screen so y'all can see. Experience the bliss of activating your sacral chakra. The purpose of this class is to leave it knowing where your sacral chakra is, how to activate it, and how it feels to be vibrating on the frequency of bliss and clarity. Join us August 22nd and 23rd at the Alchemic Academic Zoom Live, where we are getting it in. We are removing stress. We are finding true clarity. We are balancing the adrenal glands. The class comes with a class recording, a sacral chakra handbook, also a guided meditation from yours truly, Prime Harmonic. We can't wait for you guys to join us August 22nd, August 23rd, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Boy, it's going down. It is going down. Alchemic Academic, if I haven't said that already. Join us. Yo, but if y'all don't want to talk, we don't have to. I'll share the link one more time. I do appreciate y'all joining me. I'm gonna do more videos this week. I got a wealth without a middleman coming. I'm gonna deal with. I started this channel doing book reviews on Stuart Wilde, and I did 1 through 7 in chapters 8, 9, and 10. I wasn't ready for family, so I stopped and I started doing a whole bunch of spiritual miracle shit. And I got all of the spiritual miracle shit out of my system. And guess what? I'm ready for chapter 8, 9, and 10. So this week, I'm going to at least do chapter 8, not making no promises. You can't make promises when you got a John, because the John, he has been so good. He haven't even came downstairs and said nothing. I got to check with him to make sure his mom don't got him tied up or nothing like that, because usually he'd have had blow down on me by now. So I'm a little paranoid. Yes. And I don't know, is y'all trying to come in and I'm blocking y'all, or y'all just don't want to talk to you? But yeah. Peace. Peace to you, Eileen. Thank you for everybody that's been on Colombian Exchange, spending money with your boy. Y'all been making sure me and my family get out that damn hood, family. Like, y'all be showing out. Like, I be like, you know what I'm saying? I be like, hood mystic George Jefferson out this bitch, moving on up to the east side. Y'all keep showing up. ColombianExchange.com. If you got a book and your mama don't got a book, then you ain't doing the work. You ain't doing the work. How you gonna want your mama to have sovereignty? Here you go, manipulating the matrix, getting your astrology. You know what I'm saying? Buy the book for your mama for Christmas. Oh, them Black Friday sales, boy, we ready. But you know, I'm just excited, man. Just getting out here selling because I'm trying to come up, man. I've been down too long, man. So it's like I've been waiting for this. You know what I'm saying? It's time to, you know, bubble up and grow. I really do appreciate y'all. And if y'all don't want to talk to me, you know, the feeling is mutual. Prime. Let's figure out a time where we can, you know, get a people something. I'm sharing the link. I'm gonna talk to one person, somebody here to talk. If y'all don't see the link, let me know. Share the link and come on, somebody. If not, I'll give it 60 more seconds. But let me see if there's anything else I can talk about. Prime. Yeah, we is not about to wake up. We not about to wake up. Yeah, she be wanting to chop it up. So that's cool. We still got to come up with a time. If you got some time, let's talk. And Black Friday gonna be crazy. Man, I got so much stuff that I'm about to be dropping, man. I done had 2 weeks off, man. I ain't done no readings in like 2 weeks, like no real readings. That's been the longest in like years, man. And man, I'm about to just go crazy out here, man. Like I'm just about to just go stupid, just so much shit. Like, and you know, for me, it's like I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like really promoting to y'all really like that. I like chopping it up with y'all. I don't want y'all to feel like I'm trying to sell to y'all. And I really won't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not even in my tax bracket. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to just strictly deal with millionaires and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So if some millionaires is watching, holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to get out this hood, man. So I sold out. You know what I'm saying? Like I sold out of products. I sold out of sage sticks. So you gotta reorder some more. You know what I'm saying? So we just out here grinding, man. Shout out to Mama Mystic. She's so amazing. You know, I gotta at least throw that in there. Mama Mystic, so amazing. Yeah, this is new. This is my new swag. And since y'all don't want to talk, and I've been talking for the past 2 hours, I'm gonna end this live and I'm going to work on a video tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do a video every day, family. Like content value every day. So if you want to talk and chop it up with me, email me. If you got something to talk about, email me. So you know what I'm saying, get yourself heard. But we are on this thing. We about to just be on Facebook, YouTube, just everywhere, just sharing, right? So y'all have a great evening. I'm about to sign out, edit this video, repost it for all the people that want to deal with none of my nonsense. But beyond that, yo, thank y'all for vibing with me, rocking with me. All the people that gave me donations, all the people who didn't give me donations, all the people that liked this video, all the people that shared this video, the people that didn't like it, the people that disliked it, who didn't share it, you know, watch the video for 30 seconds, and I